Well, here we are over in North Van, and Lena, we've been doing the show a long time, but I think this is the first house party that we've ever covered.
Well, it's a little more than a house party. This is basically what they call small luxury. It is a beautiful home, 5,100 square feet, but what David Christopher's Signature Estates real estate firm has done is they've designed this house, they've done the interior, as well as done all the landscaping. It is very, very high quality in North Van. Just a gorgeous place.
Well, let's go check out the party. Lena's going to talk to David too. That's all coming up right now.
Well, David, you run a firm that is very unique in the industry. You actually do a multitude of things. Can you describe that for our viewers?
Well, to begin with, what I'm responsible for is creating not only the architecture, but the interior design, the landscape design, all cohesively designed by myself personally. So I don't leave it to staff. I don't have junior staff to take care of the details. I design every part of the building myself. And probably the most unique part about what I do is what I call design management. So I am there to watch the construction all the way through. This house, for example, I would have been here maybe 3 times a week, meeting with the framers, the people who are doing all the cabinetry details, tile setters, really going over every single detail on site to make sure it happens exactly the way I want it to be.
So on average, how many projects do you have ongoing? Because that sounds like you've got to be in a lot of places and you must work 24/7.
Something like that. Right now we have over 40 projects going.
Wow. So how do you get to everyone and make sure all of your brain details are there?
That's a good point. I actually travel around. Most of my day is actually occupied by traveling around from job site to job site to job site. One of the things that I came up with a few years ago is that I realized I was spending so much time in my car that was useful time that I could be working elsewhere. So what I've done in the last 5 years, I actually have a driver. So in one of my cars, I actually had a custom-made desk. So I'm actually working, drawing details on the road, doing phone calls, emailing, texting. That's one of the big pieces for me.
Wonderful. Now, we're in a very unique house, but from what I gather from your designs, every house you design is unique. You don't have a cookie cutter. Someone can't go, oh, that's a David Christopher. So explain that sort of design concept that goes through your mind each time.
That's actually quite a funny thing. I used to say to people, I don't have any style. And they're like, what? I'm like, no, I don't have any style. And what I mean by that is literally every single house is proprietary. So the very first thing I do is analyze the property, or if it's a custom house, I'm talking to the owners of the pieces that they like. And we literally go on an architectural adventure with every single project. So this house, yes, this is a great sort of heritage-inspired home, brand new home, but really with great original heritage detailing. But this is not typical for me. So I can show you large-scale properties in the British properties that it might be classic, they might be modern, they could be West Coast. I've got a fantastic house on the market right now, which is on the West Van waterfront, and I call it the origami house. It's a very, very modern house. The roof itself looks like it's created out of aircraft wings.
Oh, goodness.
And it looks like it's kind of an architectural ode to 2 birds in flight, side by side, that are flying off the cliff. So super, super modern. I think that's probably one of the ones where I could take people here tonight and then show them that one and they'd be like, there's no way you design both of them.
That's fascinating, but you are here, this home is in North Van. You've done a lot of work in West Van. You've brought what you're calling small scale luxury. This is under what you're normally making, the 10,000 plus houses. Sure. This is 5,100 square feet, but you brought all the highest quality designs here. I guess to introduce the North Van folks, that they can have very high luxury.
We've seen a lot of speculative builds in the last few years, particularly in Edgemont Village area, and there is almost an Edgemont box style. So when I was approached to do this particular house, I talked to our developers and said, the last thing I want to do is build another one of those houses. Let's do something completely, utterly unique, because we only need one buyer. And I really believe what I know about Edgemont, I know that there are people who love Edgemont Village so much that they could easily afford to live in other areas of the city, but they choose to live here.
Oh, it's beautiful on the North Shore.
So the whole idea was, can we build something better, that's more attractive to somebody who wants to stay here and have the benefits of a really custom-made house without the hassle? Because they can just write a check and move right in.
That sounds wonderful. Well, it's a gorgeous house. We're going to be showing the audience all the little details. And so thank you for spending some time with us today. What a great event, and pleasure to meet you, David.
Thank you, very nice to meet you.
Well, David, I'd say any party I've ever been to or have hosted, things always seem to end up in the kitchen. I think that's where all the action is. This is one hell of a kitchen, too. Of course, you've got a lot of on the go. Talk about your involvement with why we're here tonight.
Right. Well, I decided a few years ago to get David Christopher to come in on a 5-house build. David had certain visions of what he thought North Vancouver should have.
Yeah.
He'd always built in West Vancouver, never North Vancouver. So this is sort of an idea that we had to build some homes in North Vancouver, to change the market drastically. And yeah, this is the product you're seeing. This is the first of many to come. They're all coming to market in the next 6 months.
Very good. Can you talk about how your business has grown over the years with Miles Edgemont? I mean, as long as I've known you, you've been a part of that and been the owner of it. How has things changed in that regard of the business?
Well, the taxes are affecting us a bit.
Okay, taxes,
But
of course, yeah.
the taxes change things a bit. But the other side, we're always branching into new things. We're going to our new space next year.
Which is where?
Literally right across from Lamborghini at the corner, 3 minutes away from 3 minutes walk from the current dealership. So it's going to be a different changes coming up in the next year. So it's going to be big growth despite the taxes.
Other than the taxes, yes. Well, I don't think you're going to find anybody watching tonight who's going to be pissed off at that. I got to ask before you leave, are you a football fan? Soccer?
Yeah,
Who do you
yes.
cheer for?
I'm a Millwall supporter, actually.
All right.
Millwall.
I'm an Arsenal supporter, so this is okay. We got an Arsenal and Millwall supporter actually here and actually getting along. So cheers. Thank you for including us tonight, pal. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Take care.